Alright, so here we go. A lot of moving parts with this section. Alright, first of all, we need the shadows of the tree to know where to aim. Let me do it once, and then I'll explain it.
There you are.
Got him.
Gotcha.
Yeah, for me, this is second nature, but I bet you, once I explain it, a lot more people are going to be able to do this trick. I prefer the flashlight on. You don't have to have it on. It's just a preference for me.
Where'd you go?
Get right here and crouch. You want to literally be like a step or two before the twig. And then aim. Now you want to do it crouching down. If you're standing, the weapon sway is a lot worse. Especially when you're moving. Like here, let me go back. This is just holding it forward and moving. It moves in like an infinity symbol. Like, it's almost arcing. More like a crescent moon. You know, like, or a bowl. Look at it. It's unpredictable. Whereas if you're crouching, it still moves, but it's more predictable. It's more like up and down. And if you're moving forward, it's just less severe. You can control it a lot easier. So you get here, you crouch, and you read the weapon sway. So it's going up and down, up and down. You want it to be so when it gets down, the reticle's just above the shadow of the tree. And aim about right there. And start moving when it's at its peak, so it's going down when you're moving forward. So like this.
There he is. Got you.
See that? That's why I always say, oh, I need the shadows of the tree to know where to aim. Because the deer's going to do the same thing every time.
There you are.
Boom.
Got you.
It's not as bad as it seems. Another thing you have to listen for is sometimes, and I use the snap of the twig as the indicator of when to fire, but sometimes you can hear the snap and then the footsteps a little later. Sometimes the footsteps and the snap happen at the same time. Let's see what we get.
There he is.
All right, I was a little late. If you're gonna like choose a direction to aim, like right or left, always exaggerate the left side a little more. Just for that reason. I can't recall I've ever been early on a shot. It's always like, oh, I just had enough space to hit it. But yeah, really use the snap as an indicator, but you're really listening for the footsteps. Read the weapon sway.
There you are.
Oh, I think that missed too high. Yeah, I think I aimed too high there. It's best not to overthink it. Because it all happens so fast. I also prefer turning the volume up in my headset.
There he is.
I'm missing somewhere. I can't tell because the arrow becomes too small for me to see. I think I'm firing too early, actually.
Where'd you go?
You need to hear the footsteps a little bit before you fire.
There he is.
There you go. Yeah, I was too early. You need to hear those footsteps before you fire. Don't fire on the sound of the snap. You need to hear the footsteps for about 3/4 of a second or about a second, and then fire.
Where'd you go? There you are.
There you go.
Got you.
Now, another thing that can happen. If you restart encounter over and over and over again, you're going to get the exact same, like, results. Because this section is different every time. This section has realistic cloud cover. So if we sit here long enough, the clouds are going to overtake the shadow, or like the sunlight and the shadows won't be there. It's just going to be overcast. Like if we just wait here. Like all this restarting encounter and everything, we're not getting different results. We're getting the exact same thing every time. So if we just wait. I can't say I see them moving, but it is there. See, look, the shadows are gone. And if that happens, you gotta like just hopefully you've practiced this enough so that you don't need the shadows. So
There you are.
like that.
Got you.
See that? But let me tell you, those shadows help. They really do. You want to aim right about there. And part of the variation, besides the shadows and the snap, is when you pull the arrow back, sometimes you don't get weapon sway. So if that happens and it's just like stationary, I just move forward. But sometimes I pull the bow and it's like up, and then I walk forward when it's coming down. With enough practice, like a good way to practice it is to quit to the main menu and load in this section again. That's a good way to practice it. So like you can deal with anything that happens. Doing this over and over really isn't the best thing for you.
There he is.
Beautiful.
Gotcha.
All right, now I'm going to continue. If you miss, just restart encounter and try again. Trust me, it's better than chasing the deer down. All right, now as a result of hitting the deer there, you can get a lot closer to him than you normally could. Like, this isn't the route, but just an example.
Easy, easy.
So you couldn't normally get this close. But there are a few things to take into account when doing the second shot.
Where'd you go?
So,
There you are.
see, I thought I aimed too low there, but I didn't. And I hit like the back side of him. If you've seen my runs, you know I sort of do the shot right around here. But if you go too far forward, watch what happens.
Hold it steady.
He'll run the other way because I want him to go that way because that's where the fence is where you get to the coal mine fight. If you're too far forward, he'll run the other way. So it really makes sense to do it right about here. Right here, that's too far. I'd say right about here is as late as you can go. And then just follow him up there. You could hear the footsteps. And I do believe there's one more. Yes, you need to wait a certain amount of time before delivering the second shot. Read the weapon sway,
Got you.
hear the footsteps, and crouch. And I prefer the flashlight on. There's no reason for it. All right. You need to wait a certain amount of time before you deliver the second shot. Because it just won't count. Listen. Ow.
Got you.
I've never been able to shoot it 4 times, but the second shot didn't count. So you have to wait a certain amount of like, just a little bit. So that's all I can tell you about this section. This is how I do it in a run.
There he is.
Oh, see, I barely clipped its ass right there. That's why I always prefer, if you're going to choose one spot, aim it just a little bit further to the left. You have to wait long enough, but just go off a little further to the left when you're aiming. And then right here, line up the shot, and then go. You can either, like, wait until it hits before you start moving, or you can sprint right after you fire. Whichever. There you can just sort of watch one of my runs.
Are you still alive?
That's how I do it. You still don't hear the footsteps. That's why I recommend turn the volume up in your headset. If you're playing through your TV, it's tough. It's really tough. I'm lucky enough I have a dial sitting in my lap that I can just, like, turn up and down
What is this place?
for
Great.
volume control.
Everything's cool. This place is not
Now this right here,
Oh.
this black screen will either last for 4 seconds or 12. That one lasted 4. We have no idea. We have no idea why. I think it's an unpatched thing. But yeah, I have absolutely no idea why.
No matter what, we have to keep them out.
All right, now for this fight.
They don't find them.
This is going to be a tough one to describe, or like explain. Basically, we want to conserve as many arrows as we can, and we want to use up all the rifle ammo that we can before we go into our arrows. Because you'll get drops, and David will give you some. David will give you ammo when you get down to 0. Also, enemies will drop ammo when you have 0 or 1. So we're going to try and manipulate that so that we get 10 bullets after the first wave here. And we do different things based on how much ammo we have after the first wave. There's like 4 different things that we do. Technically 5. Is it 5? Yeah, about 5. But we're only going to focus on 4 of them. This part will always remain the same. And we're going to end up killing a runner there when we have 1. We'll have 1 rifle bullet. We'll kill this runner in this window here. And he'll drop 2. He'll always drop 2 when you do it in a run. If you restart and counter, it's more and more likely that he just won't drop anything for you. But no matter what, the section will start out as kill him,
Every shot count now.
kill him,
As before.
and kill him. Then reload. Now you want to hang around this... Sorry, my mic cut out for a second. You want to hang around this window here because David will sometimes investigate this side of the cabin where Ellie is. And if you stand right here, you'll keep him on that side. Now, a runner will... Now, sorry, before I get there. David will... The RNG here is David. He will check 3 different windows. The one to the left, the one to the right, or one of the windows to the far right there. It looks like this time he's going to get this one, so let's see what he does. I like to run in at this time. He's going to punch it twice. That's an advanced strat right there. So what I did there and what you want to try and do...
You weren't kidding.
See, we have all this ammo.
With that thing that I have.
Because I had 1 bullet left after I killed those 3. So what I did here was I shot this one. He dropped the 2 like I said he would. And now we had 0. Now David automatically wants to give us 6 because I got down to 0. But before he did that, we stabbed a runner and then another runner grabbed onto him and we killed it there. So because we had 0, each runner dropped 1 as well. So we got the maximum of 10 bullets. And that's perfect. We didn't take damage and we got we got a bullet drop from each of them. Now that's tough. You know, there's so many different scenarios, like different ways. Like David will go to a different window. The runners will hop in at different times. David will sometimes push the runners back with his revolver. It's tough. But one thing that will stay the same is you need to take out this runner in the window with the rifle. That will always be the same. After that, you know, knife one off of David because David will either punch one out or get grabbed by one. Take care of the one that grabs onto him first or the one that he's punching. And then deal with the last one. Either David will take it out or you can arrow it or really just try and let David handle the other 2 runners. But yeah. Also, this rifle will only hold 9 bullets. So if you pick up the 2 individual ones here and then pick up the 2 outside, you just wasted a bullet. So always pick up the 2 outside first. Also, sometimes a runner will die here and drop ammo. David's pushing this thing. If he pushes it over the ammo, you can't pick it up. So right now it's full and you can't pick one up. So if you pick up these 2 and there's 2 outside, we're going to use one of them here. That's when you would pick up the 2 outside. Basically, just if you have 8 in the rifle, don't pick up the 2. And if David's about to push the green shelf over one of the bullets, pick it up because you're not going to be able to. All right, now there's a clicker and 2 runners over here. We're going to kill the clicker with a rifle. Unlike Joel's rifle, Ellie's rifle will kill a clicker in 1 hit. And then we're going to arrow the other 2 runners because we're still waiting for David to push that shelf against the window. And we have a chance to get those arrows back. So it's going to go 1, reload. These 2 runners will come over here, and there's a chance we get them back. That broke. And that one's good. Now, if I got both those arrows back, I would do 1 strat, which honestly I never do in a run. It would involve arrowing these 2, and then we'd have enough. You know, I may as well show it to you now. If both those arrows didn't break, I would do this.
Don't let him come in through the window.
1,
Go, kid.
2, 1, 2, 3,
They must have followed you.
Maybe they followed you and your friend.
1, 2, 3. Very efficient. There's only one problem. I wasted a lot of arrows doing that. Like, you have enough rifle ammo if you arrow those 2 for, like, the remainder of the enemies. But we're short arrows, and arrows are so valuable for later on. So I would only ever consider doing that strat if the arrow here and the arrow here didn't break and I picked them up. And honestly, that's risky to do. Because if I miss one of those shots, I'd consider this section, like, over. I really would. So, like, when I'm under pressure in a world record, I honestly wouldn't do that. But we have strats for whether you get 10 bullets, 9 bullets, or 8 bullets. I actually made a YouTube video called New Coal Mine Strats, just to show, like, what I do based on the rifle ammo I get after the first wave. And really, it's all about arrows. With these strats, the most I could waste in the section is 4 arrows, and that's if they all break, which is unlikely. Because just trust me, for later, arrows are so goddamn important. Alright, let's do it again. Because I know it got kind of complicated looking out this side. Now, the one problem with that restart encounter is this one might not drop 2.
Okay.
But if that happens, I have a strat, because it might happen to you as well. But like I said, this remains the same.
Shot count now.
These 3 shots,
4.
and then the killing of that one. Now stay over here so David will stay over there. Looks like he's staying. So we're going to run in. What's he going to do? Alright, he's going to punch it 3 times. And we're going to hold off killing this one until it attaches to him. And we're just going to kill it.
Here, for the rifle.
Alright, now honestly, if he didn't drop 2 outside, I'm in trouble.
You weren't kidding.
But he did drop 2.
You're a better shot with that
I
than
do have a
I am.
strat,
Give me a hand,
but
please.
it's kind of rough. Alright, so I have a strat. We have 9 instead of 10, so I'm going to be doing something a little different for the last wave.
Help me with this thing.
Boom. Let's see if they break. Alright, it didn't break, but I can't pick it up. Maybe I'll be able to pick it up later.
Come in through the windows.
Alright. Yeah.
Lord, back in on this side.
Oh, I missed. Yeah, if you miss, it's all over.
Maybe they followed you and your friend.
Doesn't
I'm going to try and save it, though.
stuck in this kid.
David. Alright, I saved it. So the main difference that I did there... Did she drop? She was supposed to drop ammo. Either she or he will drop ammo. Maybe it's a she, I don't know. So instead of going 1, 2, 3, I went 1, 2, and then I arrowed this one, and see if she dropped ammo, and then I killed that clicker right there, and he dropped 2. Either that one or that one will drop some. And then there's 2 more enemies. I would use the rifle ammo drop from one of them to take out the other.
What? We have to keep them out.
You know what? I'm going to leave the link in the description of this video, or I'll put it in the comments, and I'll pin it. Like, the different ways to do this fight.
Every shot count now.
Done this before.
Because really, this would just be, like... Alright, watch. He wants to try and get over here, but because we're standing here, he's going to go back. If we were standing over here, he would come over to this window, and we don't want that. Alright, he shot it once, and he turned around, so give it space, and he'll attach to it. So he'll attach to that, and then get him.
Nice going.
Did we get the 2 outside? Alright, we didn't. This is what I would do if I had 7. Because that's honestly terrible. 7 bullets.
Give me a hand with these.
I can't really work with that if this were a run. So I would have to do this.
Help me with this thing.
Just memorize their spawns. Alright, if you can't pick those arrows up, don't worry, you can pick them up later. Alright, and then just like before.
More infected on this side.
I missed, so the section's over. But basically, I would arrow both of these guys,
Maybe they followed you and your friend.
and then I would do 1, 2, and then arrow this one. But you don't really have to worry about 7. 7 would just be... That's trollish.
Hope they don't find him. Cover the windows.
Okay.
I'd say, like, in the past, I've spent the most time discovering the strats for here. All of this were, like, my discoveries when I was working a shitty part-time job. When I couldn't sleep, I would just practice this. And then over time, like, these strats, I think, will never change. There's nothing faster. But the best thing about this is I know what to do and how to, like, recover no matter what happens. Except, really, when missing a shot, but I don't think I'll miss. Okay, so let's see what happens. Will he get grabbed or punch him? He'll punch him twice, so I'm going to try and shoot him. Oh, he gave us the 6. That would... See, that would... David, where are you? What was he doing? Alright, yeah. Like, if that shit happens, just restart.
No matter what, we have to keep them out.
But yeah, I'm going to put either in the description or the comments the coal mine strats.
Cover the windows.
Okay.
Because I have a hard time explaining, like, the reasons for what I'm doing, but just know it's to get the most out of your rifle ammo
Done this before.
and make it so you use as few arrows as possible while doing the section really fast without compromising time. That one should grab him. And so that was pretty good. And then right here, I try and push him towards the shelf.
You're kidding. You're a better
Yeah,
shot with that
go
thing
away.
than I am.
Alright, so I got another 10. 10. Yep. So that was the risky strat. Arrow, arrow. I'm going to show you the strat that I like to do, because when I'm under pressure in a world record situation, I don't like doing that strat. Get that. Get that. They didn't break, so I probably would do the risky strat.
Don't let him come in through the window.
But this is how you do the strat that, like, I normally do. Kill him. Kill him.
More infected on this side.
Maybe they followed you and your friend.
Doesn't matter.
Kill him.
This together.
Her. What? Okay. Okay.
Just keep doing that.
Can someone clip that? I think it went right through her stomach. Jesus. Alright, but yeah, it would be boom, boom, boom. Clicker comes in, shoot it, because you should have one extra bullet. Pick up the ammo he drops, and then boom,
We're getting out of this.
and he might come around this side too, I forget.
No matter what, we have to keep them out.
So yeah, there are certain things in this, as complicated as I'm probably making it seem, there are certain things in this section that remain the same. The most complicated, I think, is that right there. That's the most random, at least. 1,
Every shot count now.
2,
Done this before.
3. And this right here offers the biggest batch of RNG. He's probably going to run back to one of those windows. Yep. Alright, so let's see what happens. He's gonna get grabbed, so we gotta hurry. Stab it. Eh? David, help me out. Or just get plus sign, that's cool.
Thanks, kid.
I try to stop him from going over there
You weren't kidding. You're a better
because
shot
he
with
needs
that
to push
than
this
I am.
thing.
Give me a
I'm gonna pick up that because he would otherwise push it over. He dropped 1. That's because of the restart encounters. The game's starting to freak out a little. Alright, but let's do a situation with 9. So killing the first 3 is normal every time. The next 3 that hop in, that's random every time. These next 3, you do the same thing every time no matter what. Which is rifle the clicker and arrow these guys. And they both broke because the game hates me.
Don't let him come in through
Alright,
the
if you have 9 bullets... Wait, do I have 9? Well, whatever.
Way to go, kid. More effective.
Yeah, okay.
Big effective. They must have followed you.
Alright, I need
Maybe
this
they
window.
followed you.
Doesn't
David, stop it. There, I got the ammo. Blue screen, really? But you... Alright, this game hates me, it's official. But you saw what was going to happen. I got the 2 bullets from outside, killed the clicker in front of me, and there were 2 more enemies back there that I was going to kill with the rifle. Unbelievable, this game. You saw what was going to happen. And it would have worked even better if David didn't push it back with his revolver. Ay, ay, ay. Power of the PS4. Yeah, right. So yeah, if I were to stress one thing, it would be certain sections are going to look... Certain parts of the fight are going to look the same every single time. Which is the first 3. First 3 enemies. And then, after David gives me all the ammo, the next 3. That will always be the same. The waves after that, and the enemies that jump in where David gives me the ammo, that's different every time. Well, I shouldn't say that. The spawns are the same every time, but what you do based on the ammo you have is different. And really, you can take my advice and find something that works better for you. This is just how I do it.
cover the windows.
Okay.
Okay, let's go again.
Make every shot count now.
I've done this before.
Those 3 will always be the same. Let's see what David does. He's gonna head over there. Alright, so if you give him some space,
They're in
he
here.
should attach to that one. Which he will. And then stab it with square. And then kill it. If David punches it twice, you can stab it. I'm gonna try and push him back towards the green
You
shelf.
weren't kidding. You're a better shot with that thing.
Alright, remember what I said about the shelf? I call this a shelf. It's gonna get pushed over that bullet, so we pick that up. Now pick up the 2 and leave this one for later. If we picked up the 1, then the 2, we would lose a bullet. Alright, now let's see if any arrows break. Yep, it broke, so we're doing... 2 of them broke. Alright, we're definitely doing this strat.
Come in through the windows.
I'm just reload canceling by hitting left on the D-pad twice. instead of waiting for it to reload. 1,
Just keep doing that.
2, 3. Get ready for the clicker. And if he doesn't drop rifle ammo, just arrow them. Because he's supposed to drop 2, but if he doesn't, just arrow them. So that makes it so the most we can lose in a section is 4 arrows. Unless you miss... Yeah, if you don't miss, the most we can lose in an area is 4.
No matter what, we have to keep them out.
I'm trying to think what else. I'm not doing a good job of, like, teaching this section. It's really just, like, copy what I'm doing.
Okay.
But really, you just gotta memorize the spawns.
Make every shot count now.
I've done this before.
Because this guy's random. Every time. Let's see what he does. Alright, he's gonna run away.
Infected inside.
Alright, he's so far away, I'm just gonna... I was gonna kill that one. Yeah, see, I'm screwed. I would have been okay if I had hit that shot, but no. But you just saw the randomness of it, right?
Them out.
He was guarding that window, and then he runs away. So in that case, I would have to get that shot and then stab the one that was on him. You have to, like, adapt, because you're not gonna get the same thing twice.
Count now.
I've done this before.
It may look like you are, but you most likely aren't. Like, I always feel like once I make it past this part right here, like, the section's done. That's how I feel anyway. Alright, he's pushing it back, so I'm gonna
Infected inside.
shoot him. Because I had 0 and he didn't give me ammo, I gotta drop from each of them. I'm gonna push you towards this
You weren't kidding.
shelf,
You're a better shot with that thing than I am.
and he'll push it earlier.
Yeah,
Pick up 1. Alright, we have 8. So what's the strat for 8? Yeah, arrow him.
help me with this thing.
The one on the right's a little faster this time. Alright, if you get 8 drops, you do this.
Nice going, kid. They must have followed you.
I need this side,
Maybe they
David.
followed you and your
Alright, did this one drop too? It did, but I can't pick it up. Look, he dropped ammo, but it's not letting me pick it up. It's right there. It's right there. It's right there. This is so dumb. Look at this. Hold on. Hold on. Look at the ammo. You see it? It's right there. How stupid is that? That's why when I kill this one through the window, I like to shoot it a little farther away from the window instead of it knocking the window down. That way it's a little easier to pick up.
Keep them out. Let's hope they don't find
But you'll most likely always get a drop of 2 from either him or him. I don't know what else I can tell with this. These are 2 of the toughest fights in the game. Especially because it's not just about going fast, it's also about conserving your arrows. He's shooting it twice. It should attach to him. Stab him. He'll 3-punch it. Alright, it can't be faster than that.
Here. You weren't kidding.
Also, if he punches the last one, he'll go for the shelf, like, really quick.
You're a better shot with that thing than I am.
Get that one, because he's going to push it over. Alright, we have another one of those. Don't hit the triangle prompt for that.
Help me with this thing.
You know, let's do a... let's do a 9-1. Yeah, let's do a 9.
Let him come in through the windows. Nice shot.
Rifle. Rifle. Alright, David, I need this window.
Maybe they followed you in your...
David, look what he's doing. I love that you like David will ruin this section for you. To be totally honest, I don't know why they give him a revolver. It doesn't do anything. That's what it does, is it pushes them away. Like, from a game development standpoint, what is the point of giving him a revolver at all? For a cutscene, yeah, it's funny, but for the game, like, what does it do? Because he's not going to fire at it enough time. Like, my arrow and my rifle kill them in one hit. She doesn't have any pistol ammo. So what's the point? Sorry, I'm ranting here, but it's annoying because it'll ruin it like that. If he didn't fire at that runner, I would be okay.
Let's hope they don't find him.
Either have the revolver do more damage or don't give it to him at all.
Make every shot count now.
I've done this before.
Or have him shoot at it like when it's knocking on the window. It's a flaw, really, in my opinion.
We got it. Here, for the rifle.
So did I get 2 out here? Nope. Like 7 would be the absolute worst thing in the world if you're doing a run. Sometimes he just doesn't drop 2.
Give me a hand with this.
And sometimes, like, he's gonna 3-punch the runner. If that happens, just let him do it. You know, don't try to rush it.
Help me with this.
Don't try to rush anything. I'll get that later. Let's try and do this properly. There we go.
Maybe they followed you and your friend.
Stuck in this. To your right.
Perfect. There you go. See that? You can do it with just 7. It's just a lot more difficult. Also, I think there's an arrow to pick up there. Yeah. That right there is like textbook. What to do if you have 7. I'm going to continue from here.
We're getting out of this room. This way.
All I can tell you with that section is just like try and copy what I do there. Memorize their spawns and yeah, maybe you'll come up with your own thing. Like that's on I have a hard time teaching that area. It's not as clear cut as it looks, but just try and copy. Cuz the spawns are weird. Like the enemies will spawn in once you kill a certain amount, but yeah, there's enough there that's the same every time, so it can be consistent for anyone who wants to try it. All right, now right here, it's like, oh no, we don't have rifle ammo. You don't have any rifle ammo when you're done with the section. What are you going to do?
Come on. I'll block this. Cover the stairs.
He gives you 3. So that's like, and there's no way you could possibly leave here with 3, just like by picking ammo up. Just finish with 0. Now right here, you need to... You can body shot the clicker or headshot him with the bow. It doesn't matter. Don't use the rifle. You need it for later. But one thing you can do if you're short, shoot it there, and oh, so close. But you can pick it up if it doesn't break and it bounces back into the room. That was really close. But yeah, I'd say it's worth it. Waste like a second maybe, but if you're low on arrows, it could be worth it. Now for right here. Aim your pistol, and as soon as he shoves, mash square. It didn't work. So like aim right here, and as soon as he shoves forward, just swipe forward.
Never set foot.
and you should make it past him. It saves about 10 seconds. It's really as soon as he shoves forward.
Okay.
See the timing?
You know where you're
If you're
going?
unsure if you got it, swipe a fourth time.
Great.
And then that's that. Make sure the angle is right. Flashlight doesn't have to be on. Also, hold forward when you're slicing. Don't just mash square. Hold forward as well.
This way.
Okay. Now, this is a very weird spot. This is where I can sort of describe some things a little bit easier. That fight's really hard to describe, but this, hopefully I get like a weird occurrence here so I can show you why it happened, because I've seen it happen to a lot of other people and they don't know why. But I know why. Look at my controller.
Hey kid, you alright?
I'm going to start this section off
Get out of
by
there!
sprinting right from the start. So look, sprint's held down and I'm going to move right away. And I like to grab a bottle before I head up. Now, when David boosts us up, I use this time to reload my rifle.
There you are.
We're so close.
Now, I have a feeling this will happen. But what can happen, and this is because you sprinted right away,
That ladder.
Here. Come here.
listen for a clicker.
Ready?
A clicker just glitched its way to where David is. I think 2 just did.
You be quick. Keep a
Nope,
lookout.
just... There's 2!
No.
Where did they come from? I don't know. It's pretty funny though, right?
Alright. Here you go.
One thing I would recommend though, well, first of all, is hanging up there. Where'd they go? If you are killed by them, don't restart encounter. Let the scene play out, and it should place you... No, it doesn't. I've had it where it placed you where David has the ladder up. I guess it has to do more with how much time has gone by since you dropped the ladder than when it killed you. Either way, just trust me. If you do get caught by the clicker, let the death animation play out. There's a chance that the ladder could be right there waiting for you, versus when you restart encounter, it'll place you right back here every time, no matter what. Now, why did that happen? It's because you sprinted right away after you got separated from David. So you can either jog to start, or you can sprint. So anyway, there's 2 different things you can do.
Hey,
Just
kid,
hold a
you
direction
alright?
without holding sprint, and that'll get rid of it.
Clickers. Get out of there!
But say you really want to go fast, like me. I want to go fast. So I'm going to sprint. It's faster. Look at her go. It's probably like 2 or 3 seconds faster just in movement right there. The problem is, that's going to happen again because I sprinted. So what I'm going to do
You alright?
There you are.
is go in the corner here and fire an empty gun. Now listen to the clickers. And that gets rid of it. And I just kind of like to do it over again.
Here. Come here. Boost me up.
Now listen.
Ready?
They're not there. They're not there. Weird game, huh? I can't tell you how many people have had that, have had that happen to them and they don't know why. That's why. It's so weird. now for right here. When you're running up along this area here, there's a clicker in the room to the left. That clicker, the first time I did this, I bottled and stabbed it. But sometimes, and I think it'll happen here, it just never shows up. If that happens, you're going to have just enough time to get to the ladder. Because, like, bottling it and stabbing it is a little slower. Also, I never mentioned this at all throughout the tutorial. But if a clicker's like right next to you and it's flailing his arms, he's about to get you. If you throw a brick or a bottle, 50% of the time it won't get stunned by it. It'll just like swipe it away. So always like brick or bottle a clicker from a distance. But you're able to tell right away what the clicker's going to do. When you're running up to that area, if he doesn't show up, he's just not going to show up, and you can go for the ladder. You'll be able to tell from a mile away if he's coming at you. Only once in the 4 years that I've been running this game and doing this strat has a clicker like appeared to my left as I'm rounding the corner for the ladder. Only once. Safe to say that it won't happen again. So let's see what we get.
Keep a lookout.
No.
Get your rifle ready just in case. Alright, it's not there. Go for the ladder. And have the pistol out when you do it. If you have the rifle out, she's going to spend a second putting it away. Have the pistol out. So, yeah, have the bottle out at first in case it's there. When you recognize it's not there, get the rifle out just in case. What is it? Just in case it like tries to screw you like the one time it did me. And then when you go for the ladder, have anything but the rifle out. Have the pistol out. And then hit the ladder in the middle. Alright, it's kind of stuck on a corner. But, like, you can make it so it's, like, that close. And then that's all I have to say. I'm going to do everything once, and then I'll go back and explain some things. I'm going to do this fight once and then go back and explain things.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I'll pick that up later. There's a lot to explain with this fight. I hope you guys are ready.
See anything?
Good.
You hear that? They're on the roof.
I know.
You don't have to go for that drawer. I just prefer an extra triangle prompt not be there. Barely clipped him there. That arrow didn't break. I'll have to think about that later. Oh, he dropped two. Okay. Normally the one in the bridge drops two. Every tiny thing I do here is for a reason. Except for the drawer. Both drawers I open, there's no reason for that. David, I need you to get one. Okay. Alright, he dropped one. That's good. And then get him. Alright, nice.
About time.
I'll take that. That was a perfect fight. Notice how he's right there at the window when I finish. Perfect fight. Alright. I have a file. I have... Remind me. No, let me save it. File 10 is going to be... No, file 6 is going to be this finished fight. And now I'm going to load file 7 and show you every tiny detail that went on there. Just like I've been doing. Whoa, I hope you guys are ready. Woohoo. If it won't spend 10,000 years loading in the section, this will go a lot smoother. This fight's going to be a little bit easier to explain than the other one. Okay. Do we have the same supplies? Yes, we do. Same amount of arrows and everything. Health. And on grounded mode, there's not enough stuff to pick up so that you can craft anything. Okay. So the first strat here is making the fight start earlier. And to do this, I'm going to fuck around with the layouts really quick. I'm actually going to time it to show you. Come on. Pay attention to when the fight starts.
Through here.
So we're going to time it as soon as we enter the room there.
We need to find a way out.
Jeez. Looks like someone already fought those things and lost.
So I hit triangle on that prompt as early as I could. So now let's time when the fight starts. And you got that dialogue. Geez, looks like these guys already fought these things and lost.
See anything?
$37.7. I'll keep that on the screen for now. I think you guys are going to learn something here that you didn't know prior. So how you guys doing? Hopefully I'm able to finish this today. 37.7. Remember that. Now we're going to time the triangle prompt a little bit later, and we're going to get different dialogue. That one was, geez, looks like these guys already fought these things and lost. And David's like, I've been looking for these, but bunch of dialogue. We don't want them to talk. All right, let's do again. We're going to time the triangle prompt differently.
We need to find a way out.
Yeah, no shit.
Right there. Once she says, yeah, no shit, hit triangle. Now let's time it. 37.7, remember. 12.5 seconds faster. How is that possible? It's the timing of the triangle prompt that caused that. If you do it right away, you get that, geez, looks like these guys already fought these things and lost. Oh, Lord, I've been looking for these boys. Doesn't matter. Grab their gear. I'm going to look for an exit. Oh, the bunch of talking. We don't want them to talk. So if you hit triangle when Ellie says, yeah, no shit, 12.5 seconds saved. That's another triangle prompt there where it's optional. It's the indicator of optional dialogue, but you need to hit it in order to progress the scene. If you don't hit it, nothing happens, like forever. What else? All right, so we're going to be doing that from now on. Now, let's also time. That was what? 25.2 seconds. Now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to pick up some stuff. 25.2 seconds. That's as fast as it can possibly go. There's no faster way to do it than that. So now, let's grab some things we need for the fight, shall we? Yes, let's.
We need to find a way out.
Yeah, no
Right,
shit.
time the triangle prompt. Let's pick this up and this up. And let's get that and that. Let's get that. Oh, and that. Oh, we have a nail bomb. I'm gonna drop it. Oh, let me pick it up again. Oh, I dropped it again. Let's pick it up.
For anything we can use.
All right, now let's get ready for the fight.
See anything?
So 25.2 right now.
So what do we do?
Where are they?
Is there any other choice?
Hmm?
Right.
That's almost 9 seconds later. So why is that? Everything you pick up after you hit the triangle prompt adds time to the spawn of the first wave. Weird, right? So just in the triangle prompts, we can save 12 seconds if you hit the triangle prompt later. Literally like half a second later. And we did the exact same thing there. The only different, and that was 25.2 seconds. The only thing we did different was pick up some stuff before the fight. Every single thing you pick up after you hit the triangle prompt, not after the triangle prompt, but after Ellie's dialogue is finished, she says, yeah, no shit. After she's done talking, everything you pick up adds a second to the spawn. Is that not one of the weirder things you've ever heard about this game? When I discovered this, I was just like, wow. That's exactly what I said, too. So what we have to do is pick up the things we need.
Yeah, no
And that is the arrow and the nail bomb. That's all we need. Arrow and the nail bomb. Everything else is just rags and alcohol and explosives. You don't have enough to craft. So pay attention. Look at the
See
time.
anything?
25.2, remember? And we're good. So you have that like 2-second window after you hit the triangle prompt at the perfect time, mind you, to pick up those two things. Personally, I like to mash triangle. Arrow, nail bomb. And then place the nail bomb down. And I don't think we need to time this anymore. So here, I'll go back to this one. Look, and it has to do with the checkpoint. When we restart encounter, we have this stuff. We have the extra arrow and the nail bomb. Actually, let me do a restart encounter and show you the normal time. Okay. Because it'll still work. We can get a bearing on the time without having to go all the way back. As soon as they spawn in.
See anything?
It's a dead end. How on earth did they use this building?
So we're going to use 22 seconds as the bearing. All right, ready? So what should we do with this info? If you pick up the nail bomb and the arrow, that's okay. Everything else in here, adds time. We don't need a brick or a bottle just yet. And everything else in here is useless. Rag, brick, bottle, we don't need. Alcohol, all the crafting ingredients, which on grounded there's not enough you can pick up to craft anything. Technically you can, but it's way out of your way. Not worth it. But if you look in our inventory, there's one thing that would make the start of this fight useful. A Molotov. Well, it just so happens a Molotov doesn't count when it comes to like delaying the spawn. Look here, let's time it, and we're gonna pick up a brick. Just a little brick. Let's pick it up. 22 seconds, that's what we're comparing against. If I were to pick up a bunch of stuff, it would add on 9 seconds again. Remember that? So let's see.
See anything?
So now, it spawned in a second later. Yeah, let's just pick up everything. Bricks and bottles and do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
Keep your eyes open for anything we can use.
Oh, I wasn't timing it. What should I show off next? Basically, what I'm trying to say is if you just pick up a Molotov, for whatever reason, that's the one thing in this room that doesn't add time to the first spawn. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's important because we use a Molotov for this first wave.
See anything?
So 23. I wonder, actually, does a brick or bottle actually add time at all? I need to see. Let's investigate, shall we?
Keep your eyes open for anything we can use.
Let's see.
See anything? So what do we do?
Yes, it does. All right, that's what I figured.
Is there any other choice? Right.
All right, so yeah, literally everything. And a Molotov does not add time. And you can tell that just from the dialogue. Here, No, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, everything you pick up. Let's see when the fight starts.
For anything we can use.
It was 22 seconds last time.
See anything?
Okay, you know what? Now that I look at it, the Molly might actually... I think it does. I'm a little confused about that, actually. It looks like it delays it by a second. It's not that big a deal. The whole point I'm trying to say, like, let's time it with something else. Let's pick up this thing of blades and see when the fight happens. This will really prove it. I mean, it doesn't matter, like, we need that Molotov for this strat. We do.
See anything?
Am I learning something here? Okay. This might just have to do with the restart encounter. Because one thing I've done is I've picked up the nail bomb a little late, and I get an extra line of dialogue. Like, so what do we do? Or something like, that's the next line of dialogue. And then it's like a 2-second delay. So this is probably just a restart encounter thing. Yeah, let me go back to the start of it. Should I get rid of this? No, I'll keep it up here for now. Alright, I'm having a hard time explaining this, but like, instinctively, you're going to want to pick up everything in the room, even if you can't use it. Just know that the arrow and the nail bomb need to be picked up within a certain amount of time, and then after you pick everything up, pick up only the Molotov. And you should not lose any time at all. Maybe a second from what we just looked at here. It's not like I'm going to sacrifice the second and not pick up the Molly. It's essential we pick it up.
We need to find a way out.
Yeah, no shit.
Perfect. Only the Molly. Only the Molly. And let's see when they spawn in.
See anything?
25.2. Yeah. See that? You know what would even delay it? And this is pretty funny. Watch. We're comparing against 22 seconds again.
Keep your eyes open for anything we can use.
See anything? So what do we do? Is there any other choice?
29. 7-second delay. So with that knowledge, let's put everything together. I'm almost trying to learn something here. I got a little sidetracked there. Sorry about that. The Molotov might actually delay the spawn a little bit. But one of those things, there's nothing we can do. Because we need the arrow, the nail bomb, and the Molotov. Okay. Now let's focus on the fight. That's the start of the fight. Now let's focus on the fight itself. Where to begin? There's 5 infected on the bridge. Give yourself a little space so you can climb up a little faster. If you bonk on David, it's slow. All right. That area right there. There's 5 infected. First of all, there's 3 runners that if you do nothing are going to rush down as fast as they possibly can. If you kill one, that spawns in 2 clickers right away. The 2 clickers will never spawn in until you kill one of the 3 runners. So what I do right away is I fire a rifle bullet, and then right afterwards I throw a molly in the doorway. Not at a runner, but in a specific spot in the doorway. That kill... There's the one dead, which spawns in the next 2 clickers right away. That also pushes 2 of the runners back. They don't run the entire time. Like, again, if I do nothing, the runners just run without stopping and hop down. If you kill one of them, they sort of stop for a second or 2 and then start up again. That Molotov will kill... how many? 2. Yeah, I kill 1, so there's 4 infected up there. That will kill... The molly will kill 2 of them. And then one will either get... One runner will either hop down or get blown back by the fire but not die. If that happens, I stab him or shoot him with an arrow. And then that's 4 dead. And then the other clicker will walk across the fire and burn up later. Now, what causes the section to proceed is killing 4 infected. Once the 4th one is dead, the next wave will spawn in. So the fastest you can to kill 4, that's for the best. I'm coming, David. Fuck off. So look at the triangle prompt.
Yeah, no shit.
I like to tap triangle there over and over and over instead of holding it down. And then pick up the molly. Only the molly. Don't hold down triangle and pick up the rag that's right above it. So this aim right here. I like to aim it. You can just aim with the rifle. That's good too. So just a little bit of this railing is showing. So I'm going to shoot. And this is really just for when I aim the molly. It's going to be pointed right at the door, and it's very easy. So I shoot the runner as soon as I see it cross the reticle, and then I arc the molly and throw it. It's 2 clicks down.
So what do we do?
Oh, I delayed the fight a little. So he didn't die from it, so I just killed him. That should be 4 dead right there, and then that one will burn up from the molly fire, which it did. Which will make this guy hop down super fast. And then there, you just stab him. Now here, there's 2 runners up across. From this point forward, what you do will affect like the last couple enemies of the spawn. And it does make a difference. It really does. There's a nice flow to this section when it works. All you have to do here is kill one of them with the rifle. It doesn't even matter when. Just before they hop down, kill one of them with the rifle. I like to hit the trail runner. So, that one. And then get your bow and kill him when he gets really close. I timed this one with the sound of the clicker to my right. He's going to hop down. If you do it too late, you're going to die. You're not going to have time to stab him. So yeah, aim it for as long as you can and then go over. Really, don't do it too far because it's a harder shot. And this guy will always drop 2 rifle bullets, which you pick up when you're going for the window. So you want him to get as close as you can. So I'm going to wait until I hear the sound of the clicker. There he is. That missed because I suck at this game. I might still be okay. Let's pretend that hit, shall we? Alright, that delayed his spawn, so it might ruin this guy as well. Yeah, it did. Oh, I actually would have been okay. No, it delayed his spawn. Alright, I kind of fucked up there. Believe it or not, that's a tough shot. And I'm going to use visual aids for this, because the way they run, it's just like, they don't run in a straight line. They're literally just like skipping back and forth. It's more of a difficult shot than it looks. Luckily, we can just restart encounter and do the fight again with no... Alright, yeah, that's proof right there. I picked up the arrow and the nail bomb too slow. That's why Ellie got an extra line of dialogue there.
Keep your eyes open for anything we can use.
Okay,
Find a way out of here.
so triangle
Yeah,
prompt,
shit.
nail bomb, arrow, and molly. That's as fast as you can do that.
Keep your eyes open for anything we can use.
See anything?
Line up right about there. So the railing is just showing.
Get ready. Push them out.
Good throw. Ooh, 3 of them burned up. Let's see. There's one clicker. He's on fire. That took out 4. So this guy should spawn in quickly. But he didn't.
They're on the roof.
It's good enough, though. Saves supplies. I would take that over time any day. Alright, one of them surpassed the other. Just barely made it. Okay, so yeah, again, remember, hit that one down the bridge and then stab the clicker. David, you want the runner to attach to David and then you stab it off of him. That time, David just punched it out. So then right here, make sure you either have a brick or nothing. Do not have a bottle in your inventory, because you need to stand right here and do a 2-kill quick turn. So, 1, quick turn, get him, and then get him, and pick up a bottle. The reason that's important, once you kill that runner up top and pick up a bottle, it spawns in the next wave instantly. It's one of those, well, you saw it, like picking up things delayed the spawn. This one, when it comes to a bottle, spawns in the next wave right away. Also, make sure that rifle bullet goes to that runner, because even though that's a broken window, it's an invisible wall when it comes to arrows and bottles. So even though it looks broken, only bullets will go through there, whether it's your pistol, which you don't have any pistol, or the rifle. If you don't kill him up top, you have to wait till he hops down. Oh, man. You have to wait till he hops down right over here. And that's a big time waster.
Keep your eyes open for anything we can use.
See anything?
Aim it just so this little sliver right there is showing.
Get ready.
1, 2. Alright, if he gets blown back, I like to arrow him. Because it's going to take too long for him to hop down, and then you stab him. That one, he should burn up. He did.
You hear that? They're on the roof.
That was good. Square. If you hit triangle when they hop down, it will not work. It has to be square. Kill one of the two. Wait for the clicker. I heard him. Then go. Stab him in the back. This one will attach to David. And you get him. Right here, either have nothing or a brick. I'm going to use the brick here. 1, 2. Stand next to this bottle and kill him and pick up and pick up the bottle. I'll take that.
How many of these things are there?
And that dialogue, "Here comes more," happens right away, which means the next wave spawned in right away because of the bottle after the rifle kill up top. If you do nothing, you get banter between the two. It's just like, "We're doing fine, kid." Ellie's like, "It doesn't feel like it." And David's like, "Don't worry, we'll make it." And literally about 12 seconds in between spawns. That bottle pickup saves us 12 seconds. It's a beautiful thing. Now for the next wave. We're going to need some rifle drops for later. So it's RNG whether he drops one there. Now don't pick it up because you are going to hold out. There's 2 more runners in the section. We dropped a nail bomb for one of the clickers, and then we're going to bottle the other clicker. But there's 2 runners here which can potentially drop ammo. 2 more besides this one. Don't pick it up. Just come back for it later. You got to remember it's here, though. Try and save your arrows as well. So, kill him. David, help me out. Okay, so get that one. Get that one. We're still waiting for the clicker to hop down. And throw it from far away. If you're too close to the clicker, the brick or bottle will not stun it. That's a lovely place to stab. And get a bottle. That bottle pickup right there doesn't make the bloater spawn any faster. Nothing makes the bloater spawn in faster or slower. But you're going to want a brick or bottle leaving here in case you're low on arrows, and I'll show you why in the next section. And now for a trick that I feel like you can get. Just look where I'm aiming. I'm pointing the camera straight up, and it's lined up with like that metal bar to the right. And then you shoot his foot, and that's it. And then this one, drop 2. The one we arrowed in the hallway. He'll drop 2, and you pick it up when you're leaving. Now, the reason... Because everyone's just like, how do you kill the bloater in one hit? It's like, only I can do it. Rifle his foot. From his shin to his foot. That's all you have to do. Everyone's just like, how do you do that? Try it yourself. It'll happen. You don't have to do it up there. You can let him drop. And you'll still be okay. But if he drops, he will drop 2 rifle bullets, but an extra runner spawns in. And if you're too slow, a second runner will spawn in. Like, the longer the bloater stays alive, the more runners will spawn in, because the game's just like, oh, well, if you're out of ammo, we'll spawn in some runners, so when you kill them, they'll drop ammo, which makes sense. I can understand the process there, but that's the reason I don't let the bloater hop down, because more runners will spawn in. And you can kill him up there. It doesn't even have to be the bottom of the foot. From the shin down to the foot. Top of the foot. Doesn't matter. Just below the knee. Well, I don't think below the knee works. Shin to foot.
See anything?
Okay, so once again. Kill. Throw. He's not running. That was a little slow for some reason.
You hear that? They're on the roof.
I know.
There we go. Wait for the clicker. There we go. Alright, David's shooting it. That's not good. Alright, he's taking too long. Alright, now if you're just too late, boom. And then just start picking up stuff, bricks and bottles, whatever. That is what I like to call bullshit. Because I bitched about it earlier. David's revolver doesn't do anything. I went in to slice it, and it still wasn't enough. All it does is push him back. That's just bad RNG. And you can't really do anything. I'll just continue just because. I'll do this a few more times. Stab him. Did he drop ammo? No. Get their attention. Let David take him out. Get a brick or bottle for that clicker. Something that can happen is David will shoot it and cancel the bottle stun. If that happens, you're dead. Remember, there's 2 bullets waiting for us at the bridge. And aim right there and hit his foot. I like to time it so, well, so the foot's in the reticle, but I like to aim it so where I'm holding up and it's not moving, so then I adjust Ellie with the left stick. I hold up on the camera and then I adjust her with the left stick. So I think that's it for the fight. Does it make sense? When it comes to like the middle of the fight, we're manipulating the enemies so that like we'll have enough ammo leaving. We need 2 rifle. That's what I forgot to mention. We need 2 rifle bullets leaving here. We need 2, and we need at least 4 arrows. 2 and 4 would be perfect. That looks good. I take a quick peek. That one should burn up, which it does.
You hear that?
And that was good.
They're on the roof.
If that runner doesn't get blown back by the fire, wait for it to drop and then stab it, just like these guys. If you want, I think... no, you know what? I don't think it'll work. You can rifle the runner when they hop in. No, because I like to hit the trail runner. No, if you rifle... Because, like, after you stab the runner that hops down, shooting them from the bridge up top is a difficult shot. But if you try and hit the one... If you wait for them to hop down and you shoot them in the bridge... By the time the clicker shows up, the arrow shot is going to be too far away for you to hit it consistently. So that's why I like to hit the trail runner up top, and then the one I fire the arrow at is a lot closer to me. So that's why it's worth it doing it from there. All right, attach to David, mash triangle. Good. Get to your spot. Broke. That one hit. If you miss one of those shots, don't try and do the quick turn. Make sure you get him, and then have David or yourself take out the other ones in a slow manner, and then pick up a brick or bottle. Backup strap. Triangle. And you can hit the triangle prompt from either direction, because they're not like really active until they stand all the way up. You have time to get the stab here. Rifle bullet? Nope. And I don't want to waste an arrow, so David's going to have to help me here. So you can take 1 hit and still be okay. Now, if they don't drop any, we got to see what this clicker does. Hopefully he drops 1. If not... Alright, the game screwed us. We have no drops. So we have to go in here. And if you can't make it in time, go here.
It's a bloater! One of those big fucking guys!
It's a pretty easy... Yeah, that's an easier shot than the other one. But that's like a last-ditch effort. I had 1, 2, 3, 4 enemies that could have dropped rifle ammo, and they didn't. It is bullshit. Just react to the situation. So we did the thing with the triangle prompt, the arrow, the nail bomb, and then we get the molly. And then here we go. If you time everything right, you won't lose time with the dialogue and the delay of the spawn.
See anything?
You don't even have to aim the molly there. I just like doing that as a bearing. Use this little thing here as a bearing. It makes the molly throw a lot easier. That looked like a good throw. That should be the only clicker that survived that. That molly took out 3 of them.
You hear that?
Nice throw.
I know.
My old strat had me using an arrow, and I would sometimes miss because it wasn't instantaneous. Like when I fire the rifle, it's dead. When I fired the arrow, there's like bullet drop. So the rifle is more consistent here. So I'd say this is the toughest shot. You can take your time with that one. That's good. I sort of prefer having a brick there. Stab. Alright, now one thing you can do, if that one breaks, you can maneuver your way around here,
Any of these things are
get
there?
the arrow, do not pick up the ammo. Because then you won't get drops from these guys. Don't pick that up just yet. There we go, and I'm going to continue from here. I just want to show you. You don't need this much ammo. Okay. There you go. Get the ammo here, and we can continue. Now, when you're done, sprint straight for the window, because once like the checkpoint is done, David will walk to the window, and that's annoying. Very annoying. Right there. God forbid he's where the doorway is. Oh, it's so slow. There you go.
Listen.
We have 2 and 5, which is good. We had more rifle ammo, but we can't. Honestly, we can't use it.
What'd I tell you? All right. Let's head on back. Check on that buck of ours.
And boom. Now for riding Callus. There's nothing much to it. I haven't been able to prove it yet, but I think this is another case where you have to hit L2 every time, or sprint, every time Callus goes like 5 or 6 trots.
What are you waiting for? Shoot her! But David said...
Go!
Shoot her!
Go!
I personally feel like he goes faster every time. Alright, you're gonna get grabbed once.
Don't let it through!
You have to. Well, technically you don't have to, but like the route you would go so you don't get grabbed, you'll get shot.
Come on!
And one thing you have to keep in mind here is any damage you take here gets carried over to the next section, like the next time you play as Ellie, when you try and escape from David.
Over here! Giddy up!
So L2 every like 6 trots or so.
Fucking horse!
There's no way to prove it, but I feel like it's a little faster. So it is imperative that Ellie does not take damage here. Here until the lodge. Just don't take damage.
Oh man.
Got it? And on grounded, if you do take damage, you're pretty much dead anyway. Alright, so we got 5 and 2, and we have a bottle. I'm going to show off quite a few different ways to do this. Let's make a save file here, just in case. I need file 7. Let's go file 6. I use file 7 to practice. Alright, the strat right here is, believe it or not, we have to be stealthy. This is the main reason that we need all these arrows. We don't need 5. Technically we only need 3, but then you would need to rely on 1 not breaking. 4, I'd say, is the minimum of, like, you need it. And we have 5, so we're good. If you have 4, you're good too. I would just go out of my way to pick up an extra one. But yeah, let me do it once, and then I'll break it down. Right here, you can just keep going. You don't have to slow your sprint or anything.
Okay. Where do I go?
Arrow him. Arrow him.
Where'd they go?
Arrow him. These two guys... Yeah, I have a lot to talk about here. And then arrow him. Every arrow broke. Can you believe that? Alright, let's do it again. Arrows breaking is random. There's no consistency to it. You can sprint the whole time, you won't get spotted here. So,
Where do I go?
crouch there and arrow him. If you're standing, you're more likely to get spotted. Now this guy. Okay. You know why I got spotted? Because I started my sprint before the arrow hit him. This area is finicky with that. That looked good to me. But I started my sprint before the arrow hit him. I'd say this is one of those stranger sections in the game just because of that. And I like to crouch when I fire all of these arrows, basically.
Where do I go?
So, there we go, and we're good. Now this guy.
Where'd they go?
He's either there, or he's back there. Sometimes he just doesn't show up. Alright, and then that guy. Notice after I fired, I didn't sprint. I was just moving forward without holding sprint. And that's a tough... You don't want to crouch there because then, like, the angle's too low to hit him. So you need to be standing for that one, but don't sprint forward. Just jog. And then this guy, watch what happens if you stab him. What? Hold on.
Here we go.
No, they weren't alerted. I'm actually surprised by that. It might have been a thing where because we were like right here, they weren't alerted. But on grounded mode, any stealth kill you do is an alert. I'm thinking because it was so close to the ledge, it didn't happen. But yeah, any stealth kill you do is an alert. Only on grounded. So crouch. Hear the stab and then go.
Where'd they go?
You want to get him pretty quick. Him as well.
Yeah.
Let's try this again.
Here we go.
Let's see what they do. Yeah, it all has to do with like how close to the ledge you are. Even if he was like right here, they would all be trying to kill me. So, yes, technically you're okay if you stab him right here. But if he's even over here, you're fucked. if you have enough arrows, the fastest way is to just arrow him. So yeah, sprint the whole way. Get your arrows ready. Crouch off. Don't sprint until he's dead. I'm waiting for a time where he's not there. If he's not there, that means you can just move forward and just pretend he never existed. Good. You can also, if you have like one arrow here, I would recommend doing this. No, even though we got the alert, they're gonna investigate the house instead of me. Well, either way, that's too far away. I wonder if it's been too long since I've done this. Because that was supposed to work and the stabs weren't. You only need to resort to that if you, like, are worried about how many arrows you have.
James told me it's the girl from the university. How many of our guys were killed?
Where do I go?
And as you can see, these guys are in, like, different places every time.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna...
Holy shit!
Here we go.
And I should be okay. Yeah, see that? I'm okay.
So fall in the water.
That's a weird side effect, is they go inside the house instead. Ooh, can I get him? Oh my god. That was awesome. It kind of glitches them out a little bit. If you bottle him right at the far edge, it kind of glitches them out a little bit. That's what I was trying to show off. So crouch. Some shots are tougher than others. I should still be able to make it through this. Let's see. I want to see. Yeah. Alright, to be totally honest, I'm surprised that doesn't alert them. I'm actually very surprised. Every single time I've tried to stealth kill an enemy in grounded mode, it's an alert. I guarantee you it's just the weirdness of the area that causes that to happen. Crouch off the ledge. Only start sprinting when you hear him die. If he's not there, you can just keep going. Doesn't look like he's going to do that for me. You can get him. And if you have enough arrows, like I have way more than enough. Whee!
Here we go.
Whee! Yep, her knees. If you pick up ammo when she's against the ledge, her knees will become inverted for a second. And we don't need pistol ammo, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, arrowing him would be the fastest thing. And even if they were alerted, like if you kill him right here, I don't think they can react fast enough. Oh, what a shot! I'm sorry, just... Wow, I didn't see the reticle at all. That was the greatest thing I will ever do in my life. Okay, I think I'm done with this area. Crouch off the ledge. Kill him, sprint when you hear him die. Get him. You don't have to worry about the shotgun. Get the arrow. Get him.
Yeah.
And then let's say, for example, you're low on arrows. It's a nice alternative. And these guys are clueless as all hell.
Okay. Don't fall in the water. Don't fall in. Oh, shit.
So that's why it's important you have enough arrows here. Also, here's something fun you can do. Hold down sprint here when you're leaving, and T-pose Ellie. Just let go and hold it back down to get rid of it. Now, just to show you, like, this is the minimum, like, supplies that we need.
Here we go. I got this.
Whoa there, Ellie. This is the minimum supplies that we need. 2 rifle bullets and 1 arrow. We don't even need a brick or a bottle. I'm going to make a save file here. Or 2. Okay, now watch what happens if I sprint the whole way.
There she is!
Ow, that hurt. Maybe if I try it again, they won't spot me.
There she is!
Ow. There is a remedy. Watch this. If you hop over whatever this is, you can sprint the whole way and you won't get spotted.
Cover the ground! Make sure she's not hiding somewhere over here!
I don't want to get trapped in here.
Isn't that weird? It's a beautiful strat, isn't it? Forget the box, like going to the right or left of it, hop over that thing, whatever, it could be like a bench or whatever, and you can sprint the whole way without getting spotted. I got spotted towards the end there, but that's just because I was really close to them. Okay, now for the lodge. Let me show it once and then I'll do it a few times.
She's on this side of the lake!
Yeah.
Alright, let's pretend that hit. Oh, I have no ammo.
I'm gonna kill you, you little shit.
No, you're not. Want to see him do finger guns? Persistent. Finger guns. That's why I have the emote. They don't have guns, but they're still gonna aim at me. This game's broken as all hell. Anyway. Arrow him.
She's on this side of the
Before he finishes his dialogue. I'll talk more about it later. Rifle him. And take your time and rifle him. And then that's that. Now, there's a reason for all of that. Sometimes, you saw right there, like, we have the bare minimum. 3 enemies, 3, and, like, 1 arrow and 2 rifle bullets. Everything's for a reason. We have to stealth that first area, so we need a shit ton of arrows. And then the 2 rifle bullets we use in the lodge. It's a lot easier to just kill them there with rifle ammo. Ugh. So when it comes to this section right here, like I said, climbing over that bench thing makes it so you won't get spotted before you head into the lodge. But sometimes you can get bad luck.
Make sure she's not hiding, son of a bitch!
And that can happen. The guy, like, climbed up towards me. That's just bad RNG. And if you look in the back, that guy turned around real quick. It's really hard to see because they're really small. But when that guy turns around, I'm going to get good RNG. And he won't climb up. We can sprint the whole way.
Cover the ground. Make sure she's not hiding somewhere
Now,
over here.
now I'm probably going to get spotted. See that? And then I would just hop in. Something you can do is like crouch before you hop in, and you can hop in with no problems. It just wastes a little time. Now let's look at that guy again. Way in the back. Super hard to see. He turned around, so we're good. So what I'm talking about is this.
Make sure she's not hiding somewhere over here.
See, and then you're fine. By that time, you're already in. When you hop in, that's a checkpoint, so that's why I'm not going in. All right, let's look at the guy. He didn't turn around. So let's see what I get. We won't get spotted here.
Cover the ground. Make sure she's not hiding somewhere over here.
Do you see that? That's dumb. That's what you have to look out for. And there's also the speed of the climbing. I'm not here. Don't look to your left.
Holy shit.
Oh man. Alright, you know what? I want to practice my climbing. So if you could all just go away. Where are you? Kindly fuck off. Where are you going? Oh, there's another one. Shit. I think I had an arrow here. How many guys are here? These guys suck. These guys suck. Anyway. The climbing of this can be weird. Like that time she climbed really slowly. And other times she can climb really quickly like that. I've tried my hardest to make that consistent. Maybe it's the angle, I'm not sure. Look how slow it can be sometimes. And that could be the difference between getting shot there and not. Like, that's so much faster. Maybe it has to do with, like, climbing from here. Oh, maybe it's that. Like, instead of climbing... Like, you see the little height difference here? Climbing here versus climbing from there. Interesting. I think that's it. It's a little bit of elevation right there. So, like, I think just mash X. That might be it. Because the corner is the closest to this. So really, like, climb up right there. I think that's the secret. I think that's the secret that I've been looking for. I was never able to figure that out. So let's try it. Alright, look at the guy in the back. If he turns around, we're good. If not, he's going to climb up there. So that was good. We should be able to climb up. Now let's mash X.
Make sure she's not hiding somewhere over here.
Still slow. And then we get shot. Once again, you do not want to get shot here because the damage dealt here carries over to the next time you control Ellie, which is escaping from David. Now, if you want to play it safe, that guy turned around. Again, you can just do this.
Cover the ground. Make sure she's not hiding somewhere over here.
See that? That little crouch before you climb up makes it so they don't spot you right away. Honestly, I should even do that myself. Alright, he turned around, so we're good. And that little climb over the box makes it so we won't get spotted.
Cover the ground. Make sure she's not hiding somewhere over here.
And then we're good. Alright, but I think you guys get it. Let's move on. That guy turned around, we're good. Again, if that guy... Let me try and see. So So let's see. He turned around. When he turns around, he won't interfere. If he's stationary, he's going to climb up with you. And then the strat would be to, like, arrow him here. And then there. You yourself can play around with the climb. But yeah, alright. Let's go.
Cover the ground. Make sure she's not hiding somewhere over here.
Whoa. Let's speed up a little. There we go. Alright, now for the lodge. The reason we do arrow and then where are they? Alright, I've never gotten that before. That was weird. Anyway, the reason we do that instead of this, because honestly, I feel like that could be faster. Yeah, that was funny. Like, that would be faster if I could rifle the guy. There's this problem we have when we play it unpatched. I don't think I have a video of it. You know what? Yeah. Yes, I do have a video of it. It's an old one, though. I'm going to have to look for a little bit. Yep, found it. Okay, here we go. What the hell? Oh, old, yeah. Whoa, what's with the quality here? Excuse me, game. Or YouTube. I would prefer the highest quality. So watch this. I should be splitting right now. That was the best time I ever got here. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I hate everything in life. Not much has changed since then, let's be honest. This video is probably over a year old. Not much has changed. Anyway, notice the infinite black screen. It should transition right to where Joel wakes up, but it's not. It's stuck in an infinite black screen, and the run is over. It's dead. And to be totally honest, we still don't know what causes it or how to prevent it. All I know is I haven't had that happen to me since then. And the way and like what I've been doing to prevent that from happening is I avoid an alert with this. I don't let him finish his dialogue. Or at least fire the bullet. Like, she's on this side of the lodge, and then he shoots me. I don't let him finish his dialogue. And it's with an arrow as well. So I think that's what...
Yeah.
See that? There's no alert sound. Even though they know I'm here, there still was no alert sound. Finger guns. Finger guns. Get wrecked. So let's say I had 3 rifle bullets. Honestly, this is the part I'm not sure about because I never want to play around with it. Also, I don't usually have extra rifle ammo. If I did that instead... Oh, that's nasty. If I did that instead, I don't... There's just too much about the black screen that I don't know. Because the thing about it is you don't get it when you do, like... file loading and restart encounter and saving and everything that I've been doing here. You only get it when you play the game from the start. I know P-Dub, he can't get this to not happen. I have this happen to me every now and then. I haven't had it happen to me in a while because I've been doing this strat. I really think the cause of it is something in here. So what I do is I stealth kill this guy without letting him finish his line of dialogue. And then this guy's always here, and then this guy is somewhere over. If you don't see him right away, it means he's back there. So when I round the corner here, I look over here. If he's not there, that means he's over here. And if you don't hit him here, he's going to just run away. Because this game's perfect and they know what they're doing. They don't have guns. So I stealth kill him. Sort of stealth kill. Get him. He's not there, so he's over here. See that? Okay. So everything from start to finish. I'll continue from here. Alright, so that guy turned around, so we won't have him interfere. Hop over here so we won't get alerted. I'm gonna play it safe.
Make sure she's not hiding somewhere over here.
Climb
I'm
up.
gonna get trapped in here.
Stealth kill him with the arrow.
She's on this side. Oh.
Where's this guy?
Yeah.
He's gonna be over here. And we're good. Now, if you don't kill the guy in the window, restart and like say you miss the arrow or the shot, whatever you're doing, restart and counter. By the way, the black screen isn't a problem when it's patched. I don't know if I mentioned or not, but I'm playing unpatched. I always play unpatched because, well, I'm gonna make another video about that at the end of the tutorial. But yeah, that black screen doesn't happen patched. It only happens unpatched. And if you don't kill the guy in the window, then the triangle prompt just doesn't show up. You need him to die. 3 enemies to kill. There's no other way around it. Because I know some people ask me about that.
Keeping you alive here. There you go. There you go.
We're good. No black screen. Now, there's one revolver bullet here if you want it. I would recommend taking it. Also, when it comes to the science lab, if you... what is it? If you have excess ammo, like between the rifle and the revolver, use up the revolver. Because, again, you get a fully loaded revolver no matter what when you get here. Like, I left the science lab with 0. And now I had 6, and I picked up the one down there, 7. So you can have, like, 6 or 7 and the 3 rifle bullets. It's pretty valuable. We honestly don't use shotgun ammo for the rest of the run. So there's that. Why I had an extra one, I have no idea.
Where'd she run off to?
Okay. So now this. 3 enemies. And the one-hit kill is really going to help us here. Use the revolver for this. When the flashlight goes out, the door will open. 3 enemies to kill. So when the flashlight stutters, that's when you crouch and get ready. Stutter. 1, 2, 3. That third guy is difficult to hit. If you miss him, sprint forward a little and then shoot him again once they try to run away. It can be difficult. Alright, sometimes you can get shot here. Alright, now right here. When you turn the corner, this guy will either be in the middle of the street here, like slightly to the left, or like right here, he's going to take cover behind the crate. If he takes cover behind the crate, you're okay. You can run with him. He'll run behind you. You're okay. He's harmless. Hey, buddy. Bye, buddy. Yeah. So, if he's in the middle of the street, he's going to shoot you. So you have to kill him. Alright, let's do everything once, and then I'll go back and explain things. But that section's pretty self-explanatory. The 3 hits on the guy, on the guys, and yeah, if he's in the middle of the street, kill him. If he takes cover behind the crate, you're good. Alright, remember, for this section, any damage Ellie took in the previous section gets carried over to here.
I need a gun.
I'm just going to do this once, and then I'll go back and explain it piece by piece. This section has changed a lot over the years. The strat here is just run across. But to not get shot, take like a wider turn. Go like to the left of this fire. Stop sprinting here. Start up again here. Jog for a little, then go. Now there's a guy to our left here. If you cut your corners correctly, he turned to the right, under the log, go this way. He'll miss the first shot, and then if he misses the second shot, you're in the clear. Wait for that guy to run past. Sprint leap the window, and that should empty the area of 2 guys. Which it did. Yep. That alert and missed shot emptied the area. And I may as well show you this because I'm not going to show you later. The reason I restart encounter when her feet hit the floor of the restaurant is this. Watch this. What? Oh, that's weird. Okay. There was a glitch that was supposed to happen where she, where David spawns outside. Hold on, if it's not going to happen here, then I'll show you. You gotta just give me a second to find it. Yep, found it. Here we go. I couldn't believe that. I can't get that to not happen. Here, watch. So normally it's restart encounter. And this was what was supposed to happen. She takes a couple steps back, and then David spawns outside, and there's nothing you can do about it. Well, you restart encounter, and then he's back inside, but there's a long loading screen for that. Yeah, I can't believe that I got it normally. I've never been able to get it normally for the past, like, 3 years. I'm thinking, like, a PlayStation update fucked it up or something. See, that's what's supposed to happen. That restart encounter in the restaurant gets rid of that. So let's go back. Wow, I'm actually flabbergasted by that. That's the first time that section acted normally for me in about 3 years. And I see people in my chat now, it's like, oh, maybe it's consistent, maybe it's... It's not worth it, because if you do get that glitch, the loading screen you get from that is so long. Also, if you restart encounter, that section where Ellie is running through the town, you get very, very different results. You end up doing the strat the same way, like if you have to restart, doing it the same way will work, but it's all a little bit different. So to like really accurately simulate it, you gotta go back here.
Ellie! Where'd she run off to?
So again, flashlight goes out. Stop. Aim. 1, 2. This shot is... That shot's difficult. Alright, I missed. So what you do is get him in the back there. I prefer using the rifle because it zooms in a little bit. I'm just gonna go. 3 of them died, so I shouldn't get shot here. If he's in the middle of the street right here, I have to kill him. If he takes cover behind there, I'm okay. Finger guns.
Gotcha, asshole. Finish him off! Hold him still! Oh, shit!
Okay. So let's go again. I run to the left here and then the right, so there's no alert sound. If you do get an alert sound, it can like mess up the next area quite a bit. It's the same thing. Just run past, take a wide turn, I'd say to the left of that fire. Stop sprinting right here. Start up again right here for the climb. Jog a little bit, and then start up. Now, left, right. He fired once and he missed. That's perfect. That's exactly what you're looking for. It's specific, like, movement there. Don't bonk on anything. Or in crouch walk to the window. And then you can see those guys, like, leaving the area. Don't take a beeline directly towards here. Otherwise, you'll get spotted. Take a wide turn to the left. And then you're good. And the restart encounter would be right there, as soon as you hear the sound effect of her feet hitting the floor. No loading screen. It places you a little farther back. It's slower than just going for the door directly, but I'm telling you, if you're doing it in a run, you can't get this section to act normal. The restart encounter 100% guarantees gets rid of it. Now, instead of doing that over and over again, because both attempts here were perfect, I'm going to go back and sort of explain things. I'm going to try, actually, and find a video of what happened to me in one of my runs recently. So just give me a second. Twitch's video player takes so long. Yep, here we go. Found it. All right, good. That didn't take too long. So just pay attention. I get shot right there. And I'm just like, what the hell? No. And then watch what this guy does. Oh, that's it. Runs over. He goes off to the right. And there's an example, by the way. I couldn't get it to show off before, but anytime you stealth kill anyone and grounded, you get an alert. Yeah, he walks to the right. And there's the alert right there. So yeah, that happened 12 days ago. Crazy. And this is what just happened. I'm going to replay it because I might not get an attempt that good ever again.
They're everywhere.
So that's the random element of it. That there's nothing there's no strat to be discovered to like cause it or prevent it. Just the strats are there and you do them with confidence. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Now this area, there's 3 different things that can happen. You see that guy right to the left there? He ends up walking forward, like parallel to the shed here, parallel to where Ellie's walking. He can either, here I'll use the controller as an example. He can either like walk forward like he normally does. Sometimes he's right here and then walks this way In that case, you have to walk that way, and you might get shot. You have to alert him, though. The way this section works is you get alerted and shot at. You don't necessarily have to get shot, but shot at. And that empties the enemies out of the next area. That's what causes that to happen. And it has to be close enough to the area back there where we eventually run to. If it happens like right where Ellie's standing, it's not close enough to where the other enemies are. So yeah. If this guy ends up walking this way, fuck, I don't know what to tell you. It would suck. I would grab a bottle and then try and improvise, but I don't have a strat for that. But the way this strat works is don't bonk on this log. Run straight left, and then don't run straight. Look at the angle I take. Run to the right. Those aren't enemies. Those are civilians, actually. It's pretty cool. So he fires once, and then if he hits you, it's going to stun lock you. So you have to crouch and then start your sprint up again. But the goal here is to put distance. So left, right. He'll miss, and then he won't fire a second shot, and you're in the clear. All you have to do then is look for him to hop over the window, crouch to the window, sprint leap, and take a big left turn. If you right here, if you go to the right of this thing and just go straight that way, you're going to get spotted. You need to take a big left turn. Not necessarily to the left of this concrete divider, freeway divider, but like, you know, the amount that I did there is enough. And yeah, that's that. Before I do David, just to man up a little, I'll do it one more time. And whatever RNG I get, I'll just react to. Except for the guy walking to the right, there is no backup strat. Yeah, the guys that Ellie initially runs past and then climbing up the like UPS truck or whatever it is, there is no backup strat for that. If it doesn't go right, you're screwed. But it goes right enough times. Alright, I never have a shotgun shell here, so we're just gonna get rid of that. Oh, his left arm again. That happened earlier. If you switch guns when you hit triangle prompt, you get some really funny effects like that.
Ellie!
Where'd she run off to?
Alright, flashlight on. Revolver in hand. The third shot here is always the hardest for me. Aim. 1, 2, 3. Got him.
Where is she?
And then we don't have to... Now, I've been shot in my back here a couple times. It can be scary, so before I take a right turn by the fence there, I like to go left and then right. Where's this guy? He takes cover behind there, so we're good. If he's right here, you gotta kill him. You have to. And this guy's pretty funny. Just... Whoa. Bye. Sometimes they'll shoot at you, but that bullet is just to trigger the dialogue. Like, so a bullet will fly by your head, and Joel will say, one way or another, you're going to tell me. That bullet is just to trigger that dialogue. It's not actually going to hit you. You might get hit after that, but... God, I could count the number of times that happened. Probably like twice in my life.
Finish him off! Hold him still! Oh, shit! Handcuff me.
Alright. So just vocalizing everything. Hang to the left so there's no alert sound. And then...
I need a gun.
Yeah. Just keep moving. You get a weird look there. Alright. Hang to the left. Run straight. good. Stop sprinting. Start sprinting. Alright, he's to the left. I'm gonna hope that he walks towards me.
This place is a damn maze.
Missed me. That's good. Big left turn. Oh god. Okay, that's bad. Let's see what happens. See? Adapting. They were really close to me. I don't know what I could have done to prevent that, but yeah, they were really close to me. I probably could have moved a little bit quicker. Alright. Restart encounter. There we go. Alright. The damage Ellie has doesn't matter from this point forward. Alright, now let's work on the David fight, which is pretty easy. I don't have to talk about this too much. Now, I'm going to restart and counter it a couple times, but just know, sometimes the first triangle prompt is a little iffy when you restart and counter a bunch of times. First strat is don't sprint at all, ever. Stand up and crouch down again. Just to get into position a little earlier.
Gonna have to come get these keys.
And then go for it, and just mash triangle. Do that. Because this is grounded, David will turn around, like, even before the triangle prompt does what it's supposed to do, which is stab him. Alright. Now walk over the plates. And then count out 1 second out loud. So like, 1 Mississippi. And then go. If you go earlier, you'll get spotted. If you go any later, you won't get the 3rd hit on him. Go. And then just flank him. Just like that.
I know you're not infected.
Yeah, the restart encounter makes it so it's a lot more tougher to like get into position for the first stab. But that's pretty much it.
No one that's infected fights this
And then the
hard
route
to
is the
stay
same.
alive. I see you.
You see right there, he was a little quicker to turn around. Try and get this on your first try. But yeah, the second stab, the timing of it is very important. Too late, and you won't have room for the 3rd stab. Too early, and you won't get there in time. So, that's good.
Hello.
There we go, right on the plates, that's good. And then triangle, just spam it. You don't have to time it, just spam it. Okay, I'm going to make a save file here. This section can get weird. I've lost actually quite a few runs to this area. And it's the last area in winter. This is where you need, well, think about it. Normally you have 6 or 7 revolver bullets and that's it. You need at least 3 for this section. So it all works out. Oh my god. Glitch. Glitch. The blizzard's broken. If you file load and restart encounter and do everything I'm doing, you'll break the blizzard. Let's just go through, try and ignore it. Okay. Stop sprinting here. Start going through here. This game's perfect, you guys, okay?
You're dead, asshole!
Yeah, and that's that. There's the blizzard. Alright, we can practice this normally. But that's basically how you do it. Now, the first thing here is the stopping. Watch what happens. See that? I sprinted just a little bit too far. So the first strat here is to stop your sprint right here.
This is pointless. I can't see a thing.
Wait until he hops out and then go. Climb it in a sprinting animation. Now go to the left instantly. and then just go ham. If that guy's way off in the back, you can just keep going. Does he even... Yes, he does. Nope, he doesn't.
Search the area. Is there any...
Howdy. Oh. Tch. I'm just fucking around here. But one thing that's pretty important... Is there anyone here? Anyone? Alright, looks like I'm in the clear. When I'm running this way, I'll hear a shotgun shell. There's the shotgun bullets from the guy. He'll miss the first shotgun shell, or the shotgun blast. But if it happens early enough, you have to take cover right around here, and then you can start up again. And you can go either this way, or this way. That's sort of a new strat I found. Don't hop over here, though. It's too tall. Go like the one below it. Go this way if you want to like avoid a close call with the shotgun. And then just boom. Normally there's an enemy right here. And either right here or here. And then there's usually a guy somewhere stuck back there. Sometimes there's an enemy back here. There's just a bunch of different places they could be. What's important? Stop your sprint right here. Look out for this guy. Crouch, otherwise you'll get spotted, obviously. When he hops out, go for the truck. Okay, listen for the shotgun. Alright, so I'm gonna crouch. Ow. Alright, I'm glad that happened. I guess the better strat really is to go to the left, because that crouch is actually supposed to make it so he misses us more consistently, but he did clip us. So I think going to the left there is better. Also, you know what? I'm gonna like clip that and show it back again. This is like perfect proof. The guy I died to, they forgot to program the enemies with reduced visibility. And this is proof of that. Look at the guy that killed me. Can you even see him? There, that's him. Oh, like the frame before. Nope. Oh, that's lovely. Look at that. That's him. I didn't even have time to aim. So yeah, but that's RNG. He's not hiding behind the car. He's running towards me. If that guy is running towards you, you need to shoot him from really, really far away, because he'll hit you first. And I would have lived through that shot, but I got shot by the shotgun behind me. Shots and shots. So going off to the... If I were to go off to the area right over here, he wouldn't shoot me. We still have to kill him, because I think his aim is too good to just run past him. But... yeah, this enemy is the outlier. Because most of them have pretty bad visibility, but this guy... yeah, he kind of ruins everything. Stop. Wait for him to hop out. Then go. Ignore that. There's a guy. There's another guy. Where's the other guy? I don't know where. So we're just gonna go. If you like can't see him, that means he's probably not that close to you. Is he back here? What is he doing? I've never seen that before. I didn't even know you could... I don't know. I have so many questions. I have so many questions right now. Never. So that's where he was. Okay. They're back there so much, I feel like they're magnetized to that area. Alright, stop. Oh, he hopped out already. Alert them. Shotgun. Okay. See, that guy is bullshit. He really is. And then take him out for good measure. The amount of ammo you have after this doesn't matter. We use it all up here. Trying to think what else I could show you. Yeah, going to the left, I think, personally, is better there. Stop sprinting. Wait for him to hop out. Climb up. Hey. If you're not fast enough, you'll get dragged back out. Guy. Oh, I see a little head. One. And then just to be safe, I turn the camera back that way. There's never a guy over here, so you don't have to worry about that. Hi there. You see how they're like, they have no reduced visibility. It should be the case, but it's not. I could barely see him. Maybe it's my TV. I don't know. So yeah, that's it. The only guy you have to worry about in that last part is a guy potentially running towards you, because he's basically like the Terminator. He has like infrared beams on him. Or infrared goggles, whatever. Can I make it? I can't. Okay, that's interesting. And then I couldn't even get there. Alright, so a crouch is still worth it there. Notice the stun lock. I got shot at the last second by the shotgun. If I had crouched, I think I would have been okay. But then that guy running towards me, you know, he got me before I could even land. Alright, I want to see if I make it through. Oh, I have no clue what's going to happen. Alright, so I'm going to crouch here. And then go. There's a guy behind the car. Whoa, he tried to shoot me. That's rare. Guy there. And then I can't see anyone, so I just go for it. Or I'll do it a couple more times, just sort of react to any situation I get. When you do this in a run, the guy hopping out is going to be at the same time every time. Kind of like that. There won't be any variation with that guy hopping out of the truck. Listen for the shotgun. Okay. Get him. Nobody's running, so we're okay there. And then I can't see a third guy. Once you make it here, you're in the clear. Alright, I think I'll continue from there. So yeah, the one guy you gotta watch out for is the guy running towards you and the shotgun guy behind you. Combination of the two. You're gonna want to time it so you crouch when the guy fires the second shotgun blast.
I gotta find her. I gotta find her.
And that's Winter. Hopefully you guys learned something. My throat is tired. I can definitely finish this tutorial tonight. We got the highway, the tunnel, and the hospital. And that's that. This will do it for part 7. If nothing happens here, you will die. You just have to hold forward. Or I think nothing happens here. Yeah, like you do nothing, she does nothing. So just gotta hold forward. Once David kicks her, if you do nothing, you die. I don't know if you what happens if you do nothing here.
I knew you had.
This would be a dumb place to lose time. Just forgetting to hold forward.
Ain't no shame in it.
No, but making it into that door with Ellie's backpack is like the biggest sigh of relief. It's like you're almost done.
Style, is it?
You got the tunnel and the hospital left, and that's it. It's such a sigh of relief to make it here.
You can try begging.
Fuck you.
You think you know me?
And then here, just mash triangle.
Well, let me tell you something. You have no idea what I'm capable of.
it's always going to be triangle. All right, and that's Winter, part 7.